This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and we're taking a look at the user interface on the Palm Web OS, which is the operating system running on the Palm Pre. Now, to start off with, you have to understand that on Web OS, applications run as what Palm calls cards. Right now we're in what they call card view, and you can see all the currently running applications on the screen. To activate one of them, you just tap on it, and it brings it full screen. The center button down here, among other things, throws the device into card view so as you can get to these. Now you can also rearrange them just by long pressing and then sliding them around. You'll also notice that whenever I'm tapping, there's a little indicator showing where I'm tapping, even if it doesn't do anything. Notice a little water ripple kind of effect underneath where I'm pressing. That makes it a little bit easier to get to these very small menu tabs that are up here, or if you have to hit the status icon. That way you can see where you're hitting and you can realize that, yes, okay, I didn't hit the intended target. But again, let's go back to card view, and you can see obviously we can use left and right swipe gestures. But you'll notice this is the quick launcher down here. Once we're actually inside an application, there are a number of gestures you can use in this area right down here. It's below the display and above the center button. It's actually touch sensitive, so a number of gestures originate from there. So we're going to just drag the finger up slowly, and you'll see how the quick launcher ribbon comes up, allowing us to pull up applications. In this case, I'm going to pull up the launcher, which is effectively the main menu. Multiple screens, 3 by default. You can see that the third screen here has mostly preferences and settings kind of things, applications of a secondary nature in the second one, and then your primary applications, up here and up front and center. Instead of using the center button to throw the device into card view, you can just use a quick flick up, and again, a quick flick from there will bring up the launcher. And swipes left and right, get back. You can see I can drag it down as well. It's possible to rearrange the icons that are in the launcher. You just long press and move it to where you want it to be, and adjust accordingly. Of course, you can also use that to move it to a different screen. Number of important gestures to remember. The back gesture, instead of having a dedicated back button, you might have noticed that I was using a quick right to left swipe, and that is effectively a back gesture. Now you can do that from either side, anywhere on the gesture area. Now if you have advanced gestures enabled, which I do, you can actually use a full left to right or right to left swipe to move through applications. They're in the same order as they appear on the card view. You can see we've got the settings here, email, IM, so if we go back here, it'd be just like we're dragging the cards over. And of course you can always throw it into card view with a quick flick up, and once you're done with an application, let's get rid of the browser. All you got to do is swipe it off the top of the screen and it disappears. And the great thing with WebOS is you don't have to remember to save anything. It always maintains state. It saves whatever you're doing. When you come back, it'll be just like you left it. When you power on the device with the power button up here, while the keyboard is hidden, you still have to unlock the screen. So you grab the lock and you can drag it, but you have to drag it up. And once you release it, it unlocks the screen. If we turn it off and open up the device, you'll see it automatically powers up. If we turn it on while the keyboard's open, it also unlocks automatically.